Okay, welcome to another Warhammer 40K battle report from Greenfield Games in Greenfield, Massachusetts. We are playing a 1750 point battle of Grey Knights versus Tau, and we have a forest type board set up. We're going to play Purge the Alien with the long side table edges for deployment. I won the roll-off, and I'm going to have Dan deploy first, and then we'll roll off to see who goes first. Here's the Grey Knight army for today. 10 Grey Knights with halberds, 2 side cannons in a Rhino, 5 Grey Knights with a hammer, an incinerator, and 1 halberd in a Razorback with Cybolt ammo, heavy bolter. The HQ is a librarian, and I'm going to have 2 newly painted paladins accompany the librarian. I'm going to have 5 Terminators, side cannon, and 2 halberds in a Land Raider. 2 Psi rifle dreads, 1 regular, 1 venerable, and a Vindicare assassin. That is the 750 points of Grey Knights. Here's the Tau. Go ahead.
The 2 hammerheads with railguns, 2 devilfish, squad of 8 pathfinders, 2 broadsides. My commander, his 3 crisis suits, they all have plasma rifle muscle pod. And this unit of 12 guys has a devilfish, the piranha, and the other squad of fire warriors, and the crew on the side.
Alright, we will see how Tau deploys, and then we'll be back with deployment and first turn. Alright, so here was all of the deployment after everything. Dan's Tau deployed first. Here, as you can see, the stealth suits infiltrated, the crew infiltrated, the crew infiltrated there, and the pathfinders infiltrated up into the...
They scout moved up there.
Or they scout moved up into the tower. My Vindicare is here, and Venerable Dread is here. Razorback with 5 Grey Knights, 10 Grey Knights, HQ and 2 Paladins, Land Raider, and Dreadnought. Dan did not seize the initiative. I have first turn. And here's what the board looks like overall. We'll be back. Alright, here is the board after Grey Knight turn 1. Land Raider, Rhino, and Razorback moved 6 inches forward. The Razorback fired into the crew, killed 2. Pretty much everyone else fired into this squad of crew, and everyone did some degree of effectiveness. They killed all but 1 crew. He failed leadership and ran away 8 inches. And I believe that is everything. Yes, there's the board from the big view. Alright, this was Tau turn 1, and could be about halfway through the game. Super awesome turn for Tau. They wrecked the Dreadnought, exploded the Land Raider, killed the Vindicare assassin, exploded the Razorback, and killed 2 Grey Knights. Pretty much doesn't get any better than that. And that's the board. Okay, Grey Knights turn 2. The Grey Knights termies moved a little bit and shot at the stealth squad, and they failed a few saves and died. Ineffective. Basically, they shot at the piranha. This shot at the piranha. This shot at the piranha, and the piranha made all of its saves. And these guys moved forward and shot at the crew and missed. And that's the board. And this will be a short one. Okay, this was another great Tau turn. Pretty much ending the game here. wiped out the Terminators, immobilized and took a whole point from the Rhino. Wiped out these Grey Knights, and what'd you do to this? Stun it? Immobilized it.
Down to 1 hull point.
And it's got down to 1 hull point?
Or 2.
2 hull points. And so this is going real bad. And that's what it looks like. Okay, this was Grey Knight turn 3, I guess?
Yep.
The only thing was able to do was get side cannon shots into the Piranha and explode it. The HQ and Paladins took out 2 shield drones, and they failed leadership and jumped back a little bit, and the Venerable Dread was ineffective. So that'll be close to the end of the game here. Alright, another great Tau turn. They're encircling the Grey Knights here. As they get closer, they have wrecked the Rhino, and the 10-man Grey Knight squad popped out, and they did a wound to one of the Paladins, and that's about all they have left to kill. Okay, this was Grey Knight turn, was it 4? Grey Knight turn 4. These Grey Knights popped out, moved forward through the woods, and fired into the Tau. Wiped out that squad of Tau. The Ven Dread did a hull point to the Devilfish.
And immobilized it.
And immobilized it. And the HQ did 1 wound to the Commander. And this could be just pretty much the end of the game here. We'll see how things develop. Okay, Tau in this turn moved closer, encircling the remaining Grey Knights. They wrecked, I think they exploded the Venerable Dreadnought, pumped a bunch of fire into the Grey Knights over here and killed 6 of them, but they made their leadership, and that's it. Getting quick turns here, finishing. Alright, this was my turn 5, is it already?
Yep.
Not much left for me to do. I took side cannon and stormbolter shots into the command squad, and my HQ fired into his command squad, and we did a wound to the commander and killed 1 bodyguard, and they need to take a leadership, and that's it. Alright, so the Tau managed to end the game pretty much. All dumped fire into the Paladins. They died, and then the remaining fire was soaked up by the Librarian, and he died. It's only a matter of time before those 4 little Grey Knights go bye-bye. So, great game, Dan. Thank you for playing, and nothing really went right for me from turn 1, but still a good game. Nice looking models on the table, lots of fun. Continue to watch the videos here at Greenfield Games in Greenfield, Mass, the 40K Escalation League. We only have about 3 weeks left, and then we'll see what the league does after that. I've never shown this. Here's our board. Here's the players on the board. Mind the glare, but we got everyone up there. All different kinds of players up there, and it was a good league. So keep watching the videos and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you again.